But I mean, that can happen because now we can have one AI per person, or we can have 100 or 1,000 AIs per person, given how cheap they are. So,
Hey family, Reginald Martin here, founder and CEO of Fiscally Adept AI Solutions. And this channel is for people that are new to chatbot building and new to this AI industry, so that have no experience. That's where I'm coming from. But I'm learning and I'm learning fast. And I want to help people that are on the journey just like me to get involved. I don't know all the technical language. I don't have the curse of knowledge, and I come from another field where I am, have been very experienced in teaching, and you can't have what's called the curse of knowledge. In other words, you get so knowledgeable that you can't really explain stuff to beginners. So while I am still in a beginning stage, I think it's the best way to explain these ideas and have the ability to explain these ideas. So I want to introduce you to Eric Schmidt, who is a founder of Google. If you're a beginner in this, in the tech field, he's well known. But for teachers and people that have been in professions that have not been in the tech field, this stuff is new. It was new to me. So I'm just entering into it and loving it, and I am excited about the possibility of being able to do something and build something that can be very lucrative. So I'm finding out that, in this space, that a lot of people will talk about particular companies and particular products that they are actually being paid to do it. Okay. I'm not. Okay. I'm not getting paid to push a particular company or particular product. Okay. And if I do get paid, you will know. Okay. If because there are brand deals and stuff like that. And I'm not opposed to that. So I'm not opposed to people being paid for their time and for their services and for their influence. Not at all. But I think that should be something that should be disclosed. And I think that it is unfair and unethical to talk about products that you are being paid to promote, and then you're not saying that you're being paid to promote them. Okay. So I really have an issue with that. So the products that I talk about here, I'm not getting paid. It's because I use them and I'm excited about them. Okay. So without further ado, let's get into this video and what Eric Schmidt is talking about. And I hope that it can excite you to make a move to move forward and start building chatbots.
It's what happens in human society when you have another intelligence, which is your partner. And the book starts with a chapter on polymaths. Now, you know what a polymath is, and I do. A lot of people don't know who they are. But when you look at history, kind of everything that's interesting started with a polymath a long time ago. In other words, there was somebody who had some kind of insight, some way of assembling ideas.
Right.
You think about the various physicists that the most famous physicists. Think about the contributions that they had. Sure. They weren't normal physicists. They were exceptional.
Yeah.
These people are very, very rare. Now, let's imagine that every single human has access to his or her own polymath as their helper.
All right, family. So in this part here, he's talking about the polymaths and their ability to basically have a wide range of knowledge and be able to connect ideas to create something new and different. So what Eric Schmidt here is talking about is the idea that we now have the ability to create these agents, these assistants, and this is something now that we have the ability to create in Chatbot Builder AI, which is my platform of choice that I've chosen to use to build these bots. We have that ability today to build a polymath. Okay, and I've already done it for courses and stuff that I've created in a previous business that I had and have. But this is something that we can do. And what I like to say is that I'm somebody that's new to this whole field. So I'm less than 90 days in, but I've spent hundreds. Well, I spent probably 150 hours or more already learning this, because I am so excited about what the possibilities are for this new industry that's popping up. We're early. So if you're looking to get into something that can be profitable for you, this is it. And I'm throwing everything I have into developing this business. And so polymaths we can do, most definitely.
Right?
Right.
What does it
Right.
do? Right? Now, people may be lazy. They may choose not to talk to the polymath. But since it's tied to them, they may very well fall in love with them. I don't mean in a sexual way. I mean
Yeah,
in
sure. Yeah,
terms
yeah.
of in terms of an intimate mental way,
Right.
That my mind and my polymath are connected, and I don't know what to do anymore unless I can talk to my polymath.
Yeah.
And so, let's say you're somebody in fashion, the polymath would know everything about fashion. If you're a writer, the polymath has written everything. If you're a musician, it's seen every chord. If you're a physicist, by the way, it's reading all those papers, and you can ask it to sort them for you.
Yeah.
So right here, he's talking specifically about something that I know we can create, and I've created in Chatbot Builder, which is what we call an assistant, where we can literally train a bot on our knowledge base, or anybody's knowledge base, and that bot can answer questions like that person would. So this particular step and this particular technology is already here right now. I've said before, as teachers, you have an ability to communicate that fits specifically with chatbot building, and it's something that is a skill that not everybody has. And this is what I'll say to this, is that we can have the skill, we can have the technical ability, but the third thing is what stops people. It is the belief that they can do it themselves. Okay, it's the belief that I have the ability to make this happen. It is the doubts that a person has to deal with, and I know from coaching, mindset training and stuff like that, and in my previous business, that people worry about what others might say, or worry about looking foolish, and all these things. As an entrepreneur, it's something that all of us have had to overcome. So if you step into this arena, it's something that you'll have to overcome too. And this is a new arena for me, so it's something that I'm going to have to overcome with the doubts. And I'm going to be, I want you to journey along with me as I'm learning, because I've learned the basics of how to build these chatbots, but I want to be able to build the assistants. In the next few years, they're talking about how we'll be able to have agentic AI, where we have agents that basically can work autonomously. That's the level that I am moving towards, and learning this information to move towards. And so I'm on that journey. And believe me, I have my doubts, I have my fears, but for me, it's a part of my development, and it is really a journey of how to fix my inner journey, which, dealing with my fears and emotions and stuff like that, and how I can overcome those to create the life that I want. Because I'm a believer that our thoughts create our reality, our beliefs create our reality. That based on how we think about things is the life that is formulated. And I can back that up with a lot of research that I've done. Again, just from my previous channel, I did a lot of research on what the ancients were talking about when they were talking about the secret, the law of attraction, and stuff like that. Of course, they didn't term it that, but what we know that as today. So that's what will stop people, not the technical knowledge. Is you having to overcome your doubts, me having to overcome my doubts, me having to overcome my fears. So I'm going to be building and teaching how to build these bots, based on my level of knowledge and as I go on. And so we can go on this journey together, and that's what I want to do. My channel, is definitely a reflection of me and really my spiritual journey. And we can call it our spiritual journey, but I believe I'm a spiritual being having a human experience. So there's nothing that's not spiritual. I don't care what we go through, because it is something that touches our soul. So definitely, this is just really exciting about and what he's talking about here.
Just over and over again, this notion, it's framed as an assistant.
Yeah.
I don't think that's correct. This is something that will be available on your phone.
Yeah. No,
It will be incredibly important to you.
So again, so he's talking about, he doesn't even frame it as an assistant. He thinks that that's a limitation, from what I understand him saying, that his vision of this is bigger. And family, there is going to be thousands of these chatbots. There's going to be more chatbots than people on Earth. Okay, and we're talking billions. All right, so that's the opportunity that we have, and this is such a new industry, a nascent industry that man, we're right in the beginning of it. So there's another gentleman. His name is Imad Mostaku. Imad Mostaku. I hope I'm saying his name right. I don't think I'm probably butchering it. But this is what he says about the assistants.
But I mean, that can happen because now we can have one AI per person, or we can have 100 or 1,000 AIs per person, given how cheap they are. So you won't have that thing in her words. How many people are you talking to? Just you. Mm. And you're special, and you're unique. Like, again, people like these affirmations. They want to be stabilized because we're constantly filtering to get through the world, and this will understand our filters.
So in here, he's saying one AI per person. We're talking about billions, family. So that's what we're looking at here. So one AI per person, one bot per person, and then when we get into the agentic AI bots, this is where it's going to be bigger. Okay, because you got AIs that are going to be able to do the work for you, and this is where it's going. So I'm saying to you, let's get in on this now. Let's start learning this now. Let's start developing our technical ability, and let's start developing our mindset to where we can start to create and take advantage of this new opportunity. It won't be new forever. And once it matures, the biggest opportunities are gone. So that's what we're talking about here. So, man, I'm going to be, or I have a Patreon channel that I've developed that I'm going to be basically helping anybody that wants to walk with me on this build where we can learn together. One of my skills and one of my gifts is to be able to learn difficult information and to distill it and teach it. Okay, that's one of my gifts. That's one of my gifts that I like to share with humanity. And that's what I'll be doing on my Patreon channel. So you can walk on this journey with me and we can build it together. And the way I look at this is that a rising tide lifts all boats. So we'll be able to learn from each other. We'll be able to help each other and build, And again, my system that I'm using, my platform is chatbotbuilder.ai. So I know through experience that this is a good system to use, and it's going to be one that is going to be really, really in the forefront of a lot of this, because it does use large language models, and it does use language to actually program the chatbot. and is not rules based. Okay, so family, this is something that I hope that you can be excited about. And man, I'm telling you, I am for real. This is truly exciting, and we have the ability to start laying the groundwork and building from the ground floor up right now. So if you're ready to do that, hey, come aboard. I hope this has given you some perspective on this. Even if you don't do chatbotbuilder.ai, family, find one of these companies that work for you and get started. Don't wait. Don't wait. This is powerful. Okay. So I'm Reginald Martin and the founder of Fiscally Adept AI Solutions. And again, I'm just saying, hey, this is an opportunity. Don't waste it. Okay, family? All right. Y'all have an amazing day. And I will have the link to the Patreon channel. If you want to join that, you can support me on Patreon and also support your learning and your development, and we can journey together. Okay? All right, family. Y'all have an amazing day.